a shining star. No matter who you are, shining bright to see what you can truly be, what you can truly be.
Hi, welcome back to Star of the Week. I'm Holly Brooks, one of your historians, and this week we're here with David Silverman, our Tech Director for Cabaret. So, start us off by telling us a little bit about yourself.
So I am David Silverman. I am a third year. I am a psychology and public health double major with a statistics minor. I am the technical director, which is basically this like huge overarching thing involving just like organizing all of tech, which sounds stupid and like I don't actually do anything, but it's a lot of behind the scenes work. You know, making sure we have the right equipment rented, making sure everyone's on the same page, communicating with the director and the producer to make sure everything's like going swimmingly, and like making sure everyone has the tools that they need to get everything done during Tech Week, and you know, I have some amount of input in like what designs look like, just in terms of do they meet fire code, that kind of stuff, but mostly it is all about like coordinating the designers so they can do like the best that they can do, and coordinating everyone else to make sure like they're having fun and like doing that social side of it, but also like getting to learn stuff at Tech Week and that kind of stuff.
Awesome, yeah. So what can we expect from tech staff this semester?
I'm really excited for Cabaret. I think it's a really, really great show, and I think there's like a lot of room to do some really, really cool things. Going through all of them, like Carpentry is one big project and a bunch of little things. So far, I've been working with the set designer Josh Gritz, and the set's looking really cool, artistic. It should be really, really fun. Paint, there are kind of two big sets to it. The first set being the actual Kit Kat Club, the actual cabaret, which is supposed to be like sexy, dingy. It's supposed to be like look opulent, but it is still in like someone's basement in Berlin in the late 1930s. So it still is kind of like run down, but you're trying to make it look like it's really like super pretty. In terms of like paint work for the other set, which is the apartment of the male lead Cliff, it's a kind of rundown apartment. We're talking to Koya and talking to Josh. They want to go in this cool like artistic way with it. Maybe doing some homages to late 1800s, in the 1930s abstract German art. Kind of going for paint-wise, going for this like set that's all about like kind of uncomfortable but like bright colors, and then for the Kit Kat Club really going romantic and dark and that kind of stuff. Hair, makeup, and costumes both have a great job this semester. The Kit Kat Club girls, the dancers are super fun. Corsets, really over the top makeup. There's a lot of really, really fun stuff going there. Lights and sound. You got like kind of run of the mill stuff. But just going off lights has it's going to be changing up the light plot a little bit this year. We're going to be looking into doing kind of, some kind of tint. It's up to the lighting designers, but some kind of tint to make the Kit Kat Club look, make it like a red tint or a rose tint or a blue tint to make it look, that same kind of like sexy dinginess. Sound-wise, sound just has the same job kind of every semester, but just got to do it right and got to do it well. Props, we got a bunch of things that's going to require a lot of communication between me, Koya, props master, props mistress, whatever, to figure all of that stuff out. I'm really excited for the tech stuff that I will be announcing shortly. That I think it's a lot of new people who are really, really excited about the show and really excited about just like getting to do more and more in tech. So I think it's going to be a really good semester for tech.
So why do we do spaghetti dinner?
So the cast gets roll every year, which is super, super fun, and everyone gets super, super excited for the cast. It was awesome this year. It's awesome every year. We did pit roll this semester, which was super great. We had a lot of fun doing that. And tech kind of like falls by the wayside in that excitement, and consequently like we started doing spaghetti dinner. I don't know how long it's been a tradition, but it's been a thing since I've been in FYP. And we just do it to like celebrate the tech staff, and it's also in part like a social meeting where I would love to have pitties and casties and everyone there so that they can go and say like congratulations to the new tech staff, and you get like a little Burger King crown. We get to like cheer for you, and you get pretty good food, and it's just like it's a fun time to celebrate tech, and these people are going to be working really, really hard throughout the semester, and deserve some recognition for that.
Awesome. So spaghetti dinner is actually tonight, February 10th at 7 p.m. at the Box, which is 500 14th Street. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got involved with FIP? Is there a good story behind that?
So I didn't do theater ever. I was in 2 middle school plays while I lived in Europe because I was the only person who could speak English well. So like I really just had nothing to do with theater ever until I got to college and my first what's called block party, which I like wasn't having a good time at. Everyone was like, oh, college is kind of intimidating. Everyone's like really, I don't know, just being really weird. A guy, Andrew Elliott, who graduated last year, came up to me and he was like selling cookies for, it might have been FYP, it might have just been for like some random organization, and holds my hand and just starts talking to me and says he won't let go of my hand unless I join FYP. And he held my hand for like 11 minutes, something like that. And in the end, I like promised him that I'd show up to a tech meeting. I went to a tech meeting, had a phenomenal time with Mary Claire, the tech director at the time, and like a few people were, really, really nice to me and really, really passionate about what they did in a time where like I wasn't really talking to my homemates yet. I wasn't really making new friends at that point, and so it was, just like a really good vibe at tech meeting and met a lot of like very, very nice people who
That's really cool.
into it. Yeah.
FYP is fun and not scary. What sort of challenges does Cabaret bring to tech this semester?
Cabaret is a really interesting show in that like Merrily last semester was kind of really about the plot. I think Cabaret more so than recent semesters, I would say, is really about like the emotion behind it, and Koya has communicated that a lot to me, where he's really wants to focus on kind of on metaphors in the set and talking about like the emotion that you're conveying. In terms of challenges, we want to if we go abstract, we still need to convey that like this is an apartment, this is a club, but then also maybe work with the idea of this is a club where people are ignoring the outside world, and that's why it's dark and dingy. And then this is an apartment where someone's thinking about the outside world and thinking about like what it means to be human, that kind of stuff. And consequently, that needs to be like bright and have windows, that kind of stuff. In terms of like concrete challenges, there are a few pieces that are just going to be tough, and tough for carpentry to build. In terms of there's just some weird angles. Lighting is going to have an interesting time. Like I said, they are going to be doing a bit more like interesting stuff this semester with like tints, and then also hopefully, and again this is at their discretion, not mine, but hopefully working with like shadows and how to light certain pieces, how to light a dingy club and how to light an apartment. So there are definitely a lot of things going. The set's like kind of complex. There's like a lot of things going into it, but I think in the end, from the designs that Josh has given me, and then from the designers who will be announced shortly, I think we can really like convey the different emotions that Koya wants, and like communicate with Koya well enough to really get across the message that he wants. This is like a big impact musical, and so I want the like set to do whatever it can to help that along.
Now we're on to our lightning round, where I ask David questions and he has to answer them with the first thing that pops into his head. Are you more of a hunter or a gatherer?
Gatherer.
Okay. What are your feelings on Bigfoot?
Not real, and that show's stupid.
Okay, a penguin walks through that door right now wearing a sombrero. What does he say and why is he here?
Hey guys. He's here to bring me food because I am really hungry right now, and a penguin delivering food would be pretty sick.
What kind of food is he delivering?
There's a sombrero. He's a chip hat, like the ones where you break it off
Oh,
and dip
awesome.
it in the yeah.
How would you cure world hunger?
Responsibly. I'm a public health major, so that's like an actual question. High vitamin-rich, easy pack, nutrient-filled things that you could move around the world easily. Don't spoil. That's
impossible food.
Impossible food.
Sounds good to me. Thanks for being on our Star of the Week.
Okay, that was fun.
Is there anything else you want to say to our audience? Anything about tech or?
I'm super excited for tech this semester. Of course, I'm super excited for the tech staff, and I think it's going to be a great semester.
Awesome.